Okay, we're ready for lesson 8 of the Lord's Prayer, and we are using Richard Jesse Watson's book, The Lord's Prayer, and let's do it together. Are we ready? The Lord is, oops, I'm giving you the 23rd Psalm. Let's do this again. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Oh, this picture is a little dark and a little scary, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes people talk about evil being dark, being like kind of being in darkness. And we also in the Bible talk about how Jesus is the light. Isn't that interesting that Jesus is good and he's the light and evil is dark? So, so this picture is perfect because it talks about temptation and evil and it's talking about darkness. But look what's here, the light. And you can see the light in the mirror. That means light can be reflected. So God's good light, if we do God's good will, we can reflect God's light to other people with goodness and love and light. But let's talk about the word temptation. Do you know what that means? Temptation is when there are cookies on the counter and your mom said, wait for after dinner to have the cookies, and you take one anyway. Because you just can't help yourself. That's not good, is it? No. Or let's say you're working on something at school and your teacher wants you to do your own work and you're just kind of looking and you're not sure about it and you look over and you see someone has an answer over there and so you use their answer. That was a temptation to cheat off someone's paper, wasn't it? Yeah. And to take the cookie, that was temptation. Things that make us want to do something we shouldn't. Things that our parents wouldn't be happy about or our friends wouldn't be happy about. For example, if you have a friend who's like, ooh, so-and-so is so stupid. That's a bad word, isn't it? When you hear that, you know you shouldn't go along or agree, right? But sometimes we're tempted to just to fit in, aren't we? Yeah, it's hard. That's why it's called temptation. Sometimes it's easier to do it than to be strong enough to not do it. But that's why we need help in this prayer. Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. We're asking for God's help. Things go on in life that are hard. We'll have choices in front of us that we really want to do one thing, but we know it's probably not best for us. And we need God's help to say no, to make a good choice, a better choice. And so the prayer says, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. I'll see you next time.